The deadly rivalry, leopard versus the wild dog pack. In the unforgiving arena of the African savannah, a predator's survival depends on more than just raw power. It is a world of constant shifts, where a hunter can become the hunted in the blink of an eye. The leopard, a master of stealth and solitary strength, usually reigns supreme. But there is one force that even this elite feline fears: the relentless unity of a wild dog pack. These are not mere territorial disputes, they are high-stakes battles for survival where speed, strategy, and memory play a lethal role. The conflict often begins with a single mistake. Imagine a leopard, confident in its kill, beginning to feast on an impala. It believes it is alone, but the scent of blood travels fast. With lightning speed, a pack of wild dogs arrives, not to scavenge, but to reclaim the land. The leopard, despite its immense strength, quickly realizes the grim reality: it is outnumbered and outmatched. In a desperate scramble for life, the leopard is forced to abandon its hard-earned meal and flee up the nearest tree. From the safety of the branches, it looks down at a sea of snapping jaws and growling shadows. This is the brutal law of the wild: numbers often outweigh individual might. But these encounters are rarely random. The wild has a long memory. In many cases, the aggression of the pack is fueled by revenge. A leopard that targets a wild dog pup makes a grave enemy. The pack does not forget. They will hunt the predator with a merciless intensity, sinking their teeth in from every angle, weakening the once mighty cat with every strike. It is a brutal lesson in consequences. A battered and blooded leopard, lucky to survive such an onslaught, learns that the pack's young are strictly off-limits. Even when a leopard tries to be the aggressor, the tables can turn instantly. A leopard might spot a lone, sleeping wild dog and see an easy target. But as it creeps closer, the silence is shattered. The dog awakens, and within seconds, the rest of the pack rouses from the tall grass. What started as a hunt becomes a desperate race for survival. The leopard must bolt with every ounce of its strength, knowing that if the pack closes the gap, there will be no mercy. The agility that usually serves the leopard in the hunt is now its only hope for escape. The tension of these standoffs is palpable. Sometimes, a single wild dog will stand its ground at the base of a tree, staring up at a trapped leopard. The feline, paralyzed by fear, cannot make a move. It is a psychological battle as much as a physical one. Who would win if the leopard jumped down? It's a question that defines the terrifying unpredictability of the wilderness. Even with a physical barrier, like a fence, the air crackles with aggression. The leopard knows that without that thin wire, the outcome would be far more dangerous. The leopard's life is one of constant vigilance. Crossing a simple road becomes a life-or-death decision if a pack is spotted in the distance. The predator freezes, retreats, and bolts into the bushes, feeling the breath of the pursuers on its heels. Every second counts. Every tree climbed is a temporary sanctuary in a world that wants to bring it down. The leopard's eyes, full of desperation and fear, tell the true story of these encounters. Through all these clashes, one truth remains clear: the wild dog pack is a force to be reckoned with. Their unity, their stamina, and their relentless pursuit make them one of nature's most successful and dangerous hunting units. Even the graceful and powerful leopard, a king of the jungle, must respect the power of the pack. In the end, survival isn't just about who has the sharpest claws, it's about who has the most determined allies. The relentless pursuit, pack intelligence versus solitary power. In the vast expanse of the African wilderness, a silent war is constantly being waged. On one side stands the leopard, a solitary ghost of the shadows, gifted with incredible camouflage and explosive power. On the other is the African wild dog pack, a collective machine of stamina and strategic brilliance. While the leopard relies on a single, lethal strike, the wild dogs win their battles through endurance and unity. This high-speed rivalry is one of the most dangerous spectacles in the wild. The tension often reaches a breaking point over a fresh kill. A leopard might believe it has secured its future by taking down an impala, but the wild dog pack arrives with lightning speed. Faced with overwhelming numbers, the leopard must make a split-second decision: stay and fight a losing battle, or abandon the meal to save its life. Usually, the predator is forced to scramble up a tree, watching helplessly as the pack claims the victory. This is not just about hunger, it is a brutal display of dominance. Revenge is another powerful motivator in this conflict. If a leopard makes the grave mistake of attacking a wild dog pup, the pack's response is merciless. They do not forget the scent of the predator that threatened their young. When they find the leopard, they attack from every angle, sinking their teeth into the feline's flesh and weakening it with every strike. Even the mighty leopard, usually the king of its territory, can be left battered and blooded, barely escaping with its life. The tactical intelligence of wild dogs is what makes them truly fearsome. They are known for their relentless pursuit, never giving their prey or their rivals a moment to breathe. Even a sleeping dog is never truly alone, the rest of the pack is always lurking nearby, ready to rouse and surround a predator in seconds. The leopard's only defense in these moments is its incredible speed and its ability to climb. Yet, even a tree is only a temporary refuge. The pack will circle the base, growling and snapping, waiting for the leopard to make one wrong move. In the most chilling encounters, we see the true face of fear. A leopard, trapped in a tree, stares down at a lone wild dog that refuses to retreat. It is a psychological standoff where one moment of hesitation can mean the difference between life and death. Whether it is racing across an open road to find cover or leaping from a branch in a desperate bid for freedom, the leopard is always one step ahead, but only just barely. This eternal struggle teaches us that in the animal kingdom, strength is not just about muscle, it is about the bonds of the pack and the will to survive. The wild dogs are a force to be reckoned with, proving that unity and relentless persistence can humble even the most powerful solitary hunter. As the sun sets over the savannah, the leopard will think twice before crossing paths with the pack again, knowing that in the wild, the price of a mistake is often fatal. The unseen tactics. Why the leopard fears the pack. While the leopard is a masterpiece of evolution, built for the perfect ambush, its solitary nature is its greatest weakness when facing the African wild dog. These dogs are not just hunters, they are masters of endurance and psychological warfare. A leopard may have the strength to kill a single dog in seconds, but it knows that it cannot fight 10 or 20 at once. This is why we see the once mighty predator scramble up a tree at the mere sight of the pack. It's not just about the pain of the bite, it's about the sheer exhaustion of a battle that it cannot win. The wild dogs use a relay tactic during a chase, where different members of the pack take turns leading the pursuit. This allows them to stay fresh while the leopard, built for short bursts of speed, quickly tires out. We've seen leopards frozen in fear, their eyes darting between the dogs below, realizing that their crown as the king of stealth means nothing in the face of such relentless teamwork. Even the most experienced leopards, who have survived countless battles, treat these dogs with a level of respect and caution that they don't even show to lions or hyenas. These encounters are a stark reminder of the unforgiving reality of the wild. Survival is not guaranteed to the most beautiful or the most powerful, but to those who understand their limits. The leopard's retreat is not an act of cowardice, it is a calculated decision to live another day. Every scar on a leopard's hide tells a story of a narrow escape, and every successful hunt by the pack reinforces their status as the ultimate masters of the savannah. As we witness these incredible moments, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complex social structures that define life in the wilderness. Nature is a balance of power, a dance of life and death where the roles of hunter and prey can flip in a heartbeat.